So recently I tried to do a stream with an old school tabletop role-playing game community member known as Patty O'Cakes on X. There were technical difficulties. Really, my connection was bad that night. It wasn't Patty's fault. Wasn't my fault. There was a storm. There was nothing I could do about it. But we really couldn't talk that well. I probably heard about 30% of what he was trying to say. You know, I told some old school people that had private messaged me before that stream that everything I said is going to play out. No matter how the stream goes, I won't get any more support. I won't gain anything from attempting to talk to Patty. What I will gain, most likely, is new lies being spread about me. That was my theory. That was my prediction that would happen. That's what I said before the stream. Probably new lies are going to be taken, created from whatever is said on that stream and going to be spread about me. But I'll get no more support. I'll get nothing from any attempt to talk to an old school tabletop role-playing game community member, because my claim is they have nothing to offer me. It's like when people lie about me all the time and then tell me I got to fix it, I go, well, what's in it for me? Because I don't care about people that lie about me, and I don't care about an audience that supports people that lie about me when the audience knows those people are lying about me. And I'm talking about an audience, the old school, and YouTubers that have lied about me forever. And it's like, well, why would I care about fixing that if there's nothing in it for me? And that was I wanted to prove that point, that there is nothing. That even if I stream with Patty, I'll get nothing. But Patty will get more attention. Nothing negative will happen to Patty for interacting with me. No lies spread about him. No nothing. So what was the outcome? Well, Patty is fine. Patty got more attention. No lies spread about Patty. What about me? Well, I didn't get any more attention. No support at all. And I got new lies. At least one guaranteed new lie spread out there about me, saying something about Harmony Ginger sucking, I guess, at game mastering, sucking at gaming, when I never said that whatsoever. My words don't even imply that. Like, if you take my words put them into the proper context, you'll know when I say she's not experienced, I'm talking about just inexperienced in the hobby overall when it comes to talking on the open topics, like old school gaming or old school DMs. When she would give general thoughts out there, it was like, well, she hasn't even been around the hobby for a decade at that stage. And I think her opinions are wrong. So I said she's inexperienced as it relates to that. That's obvious. That's obvious. Even when I talked to Patty, I was explaining to him what happened. And because I understood back then, a lot of people lied about what I said about her. And so I explained that to Patty, or tried to, and then of course somebody takes that and renews the lie. Again, says I'm saying something that I'm clearly not saying. In context, it's clear that I'm not saying that. If you take what I say out of context, it's easy to, put together a picture of a lie. But in the context, you're not going to be confused about what I mean about inexperienced. You're only going to be confused if you have a biased mindset against me, and you're looking for things that make me seem horrible, make me seem like a monster. So what did I get out of talking to Patty? Nothing, because the old school has nothing to offer. All I got were new lies being spread about me for taking the time out to talk to Patty. That's what I mean. Like, this Saturday, I'm going to invite some people to stream with me, and I'm looking over the options. But I have some old school people going, well, are you going to invite some old school people on? I'm like, did you not pay attention to the recent Patty situation for me? These are people that lied about me for years. I get nothing out of it. That even if I fix or clear the air on the lie, I get no support from their audience. I get zero. I get nothing. They, on the other hand, benefit from talking to me. Nothing negative. They get more support. They get all that. I get nothing and new lies. And I've been telling you all that forever now. And so it got played out with the Patty thing. I said it. You have nothing to offer me. And I said, look, even if I tried, even if I opened the door to this, we're going to see exactly what I've been saying play out exactly as I said it would play out. Nothing from Patty other than new lies being spread about me. So what, old school? I mean, your audience isn't something you can offer me. I don't get their support, right? Like, what do you have to offer me? Because, well, it's not like I'm looking for really close friendship from a bunch of people that have spent 4 years lying about me. So what do I get out of talking to you? I tested it with Patty. What did I get from Patty? Nothing, new lies. Patty goes out shining, looks fine, doesn't lose any support, no lies being spread about him. What about me? So there, I'm not trying to win a debate. I'm just trying to let you guys know why I don't see any value in interacting with people from the old school tabletop role-playing game community. And the reason I see no value in interacting with you is because there is no value in interacting with you. There's no benefit to me, right? I don't want to clear the air with a two-faced audience that is two-faced like the YouTubers that they support. An audience that hasn't given me any support for over 2 years now. And now what? I have to come in and kiss their ass to get their support? I don't want it, and you have nothing to offer me. So, sorry, old school, I know you think you're fucking high and mighty, but if you were who you say you are, then no matter how things went down with Patty, I should have more attention. I shouldn't have lies spread about me. Right? There should be a benefit even in the attempt to bring Patty on and talk to him. But there's none. Because the influence that you think you have, you don't. That's why when you all talk shit about me now, for the last year or so, it doesn't hurt my numbers on here. It doesn't hurt anything because you're in an echo chamber. And your echo chamber can't reach people outside of it. And I am a prime example of someone you can't touch, that you could only touch if you had the influence that you think you have. You know, about 4 years ago, the old school did. The old school didn't have the reputation it has now in the hobby. And it had reach. And it took advantage. And it abused people because it could. Now it can't. And I'm sorry that is becoming a reality because many of the guys that used to screw with me are either dead or gone. Yeah, over half of them are either dead or gone because we're talking about the old school. And portions of that die off, go away, slim down. Issues go away with the death and people walking away with their walkers. Just being real with you. Right? That's how it goes. And you've done a bunch of fucking just cruel things to me. I mean, I can handle it. I'm fine. I'm not a victim in that way. But you got nothing to offer outside of the negativity. I'm like, dude, I don't want to go on and clear the air with a two-faced audience I have no respect for. Like, if I'm going to do that, it has to be a benefit to me. I have to either grow, get likes, right, have more people see my game, shit like this. Because there's nothing passionate or something I care about that you're offering, old school. It's like I want nothing other than, say, getting attention, which is what YouTubers are here for. I have no shame in saying that. That's what we're here for. You don't get on YouTube if you don't want anybody to pay attention to you. Of course I want that. So I don't mind talking to people that don't like me. I don't mind doing all that. If I know there's a benefit in opening that door, especially if that person's mistreated me over the years, well, of course I don't want to open the door for free. I want to say, okay, if I'm going to bring you on and talk to you, there has to be something in it for me. Old school tabletop role-playing game community. You have nothing whatsoever to offer me. When you do, I'll be open to hearing it. And when you've had opportunities to show me there was something in it that was positive, every opportunity you've had, you show me that my accusations towards you are right. That you had nothing. Every opportunity, nothing comes my way. Ever. With any of you. So you could talk all the shit you want, but it just doesn't seem to be backed up by the evidence. Oh, hey, we have influence. Okay, then this should happen. Then that thing doesn't happen. The thing that happens would only happen if the people don't have the influence. So all the things that happen seem to make sense when you think about it from the point of view that the people on the opposing side of me don't have any influence whatsoever. Right? You know, I don't hate the old school echo chamber, but it just it does get annoying that I realize they don't realize it and they're stuck in it and they want to keep talking to me about shit. It's like I'm never going to bend to your delusions or your madness. Either you wake up to the reality, you acknowledge it, you accept it, and you say something about it, then maybe there's something in it for me, right? As that gets straightened out, as you guys become more honest. But yeah, I'm not expecting that at all. I knew talking to Patty meant more lies. And that's exactly what happened. I detailed out the lie the other day. Anyone who knows what was said knows it's all a lie about me. I never talked about her game mastering skills. It has nothing to do with my comment about her being inexperienced. In context, my comment is talking about her inexperience in the overall hobby as far as how long she's been here. Nobody confuses that. Only people with a biased mindset that are looking to make you look horrible will take what you say, take it out of context, and then act like you meant something that you clearly didn't mean. And they know they're lying. They knowingly lie. It's not a mistake. At least that's where it starts. That's where it starts. By the time the lie is said about me out loud, I imagine there's some belief in it being real by the person. Because this is what some of them do. They take their lie and they keep telling it until they believe it's true about me. And then by the time you're hearing them talk about me, it can sound righteous. It can sound real. But it's all based on lies. And they've lied so much about me that they've lied to themselves about me. And they fool themselves. So I got a lot of haters out there that think they're actually justified when everything they hate me for is all based on deceit. All based on deceit. Right? So, what really happens is people project who they are onto me. So, when you hear people out there saying I'm awful, it's more likely that you should be taking a very close look at them, because it's likely true about them and not true about me. And even if deceit works in your favor, I get to ask you this when you notice that another YouTuber is saying something deceitful that you like towards somebody that you don't. How much do you trust that person later on when it comes to another subject? What if you both disagree later on something? You already know the guy is willing to lie when it's in benefit to you. But what happens when he lies about the thing that you don't agree with him on? And then you call him a liar, but he's going to cover himself up just like he did when he lied about the person that you let him get away with lying about. That's why it doesn't matter when somebody lies, doesn't matter how it benefits you. You should always call it out so you set a standard that is kept that doesn't make you look like a fucking hypocrite by the time you do want to say something. Oh man, it's you're against lying? You weren't against it when I said it about this guy, you cheered that on. But now that I say the lie about the thing that you like, now you're mad at me for lying. And you're calling me a liar, but you weren't calling me a liar when I was over here saying shit about the guy. You know, a lot of guys in the old school are guilty of that. They'll cheer on something when they know you're lying, and they'll still cheer it on. They won't acknowledge it as a lie. Later on, though, when you lie about something they agree with, they're screaming at you about being a liar. But there's a lot of old school YouTubers that have done this to guys where people are pissed off at them. I can't believe they turned into this and they started down this road. Well, it should have been obvious. When they were bullshitting about people that you hate and you were cheering it on, the fact that they were bullshitting should have told you sooner or later they're going to do something that you don't like. And that the behavior that you're seeing isn't new. It was there the entire time. You just didn't notice the bad behavior when they were going after somebody that you hated. The behavior was okay. That's why you're saying, I can't believe how he changed. That YouTuber didn't change. That YouTuber is exactly the same way they were then. It's just now they're on to a topic where you disagree with them. When they were on the topic that you agreed with them on, yeah, go ahead, attack that guy. But if they start attacking your friend, man, I can't believe you're doing that. I can't believe you're lying about my friend. Well, dude, when he lied about the other guy and when you were cheering him on, you could believe it then. Anyway, there's why I don't rush trying to talk to people from the old school tabletop role-playing game community or concern myself. It's a mess over there. It's a complete mess, right? And I knew some of them thought the door might be open with the whole Patty thing. So even though that wasn't my intent, I was interested to see how they would react to that, regardless of how it went down. It's not like I did anything wrong, nor Patty. The technical difficulties I couldn't control, so I just wanted to see how people reacted, regardless that I was open and blah, blah, blah. Even had Patty, I guess, invite me onto a stream. I was still streaming, like afterwards, after the technical thing, he was like, why don't you come on here? Well, I finished my stream, I didn't even know he was doing that. And he didn't put up a link or say anything to me in the chat to even let me know that he was doing another stream. I would have considered joining him and finishing whatever conversation we were supposed to have. Didn't get that chance. By the time I was done, he had already zoomed, stopped following me on X, so I took it as a sign to move on. And it's something I want to do because I know he has taken part in pushing the lie of the harmony thing. I mean, that's what I've been told. Can't say for sure that I know that, but I don't trust the guy at all. Right? And on top of that, I knew he was going to be full of shit about the thing he said about me on his stream and regardless of the technical difficulties. Honestly, between me and you, I thought he was a complete coward. I thought he just tried to excuse away what he said. It's like, dude, you talk shit about me. Well, here's this. No. Stop being a fucking nerd and picking it apart. You talk shit about me. You said your standard for what it takes for you to talk shit. You're a fucking two-faced little coward hypocrite who broke your fucking standard. Your word's no good, Patty. You can't be trusted for anything because you're a two-faced liar. That's what I call you, a two-faced liar. So even if you didn't help spread the lie with the harmony thing, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. I knew you would try to dismiss what you said. I knew it right away. I knew when I challenged you, that was going to be it. And you came on that stream thinking we were going to talk about something more than that. And you're fucking delusional and you're a fucking idiot. I was only going to talk about that, and I wanted to talk to a real man who had the nerve to back up his shit talk. It's like, do you shit talk me? You should say yes if you're a real man. If you have any excuse to say you didn't do that, you're full of shit. And then on top of that, you set the standard. Look, you don't have to go by any standard. You can attack whoever you want, Patty. My only argument was, you set a standard, then you broke it right away on the same fucking stream. Here's what it takes. Just joking. I'll fucking talk shit about anybody for almost no good goddamn reason. That's what it turned into. When I said you're real, you said you're fucking real. No, you're not real, Patty. You're a fake little coward little boy. That's all you were. And technical difficulties didn't stop me from figuring that part out with you. Just saying. Anyway. Yeah, I wasn't impressed with the entire outcome. More lies, cowardly bullshit, everything I expected from interacting with the old school. I mean, if you guys had your chance to prove me wrong multiple times. You keep telling me I'm full of shit about you. You do. You all keep telling me I'm full of shit about you. But every fucking time it comes test time, all the evidence says I'm right and all of you are wrong. Okay, there you go. For the rest of you, I love you. For now, take care.